Hi everyone, happy Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
Okay, I'm Holly. This is Robert, and we every day kiss at 4:20. It is 4:23, so we're going to treat you to our daily kiss
It's actually the
on
second,
Facebook Live.
second kiss of the day.
I think we
Second
did.
kiss, second
kiss
420.
since 4:20.
Right.
Right. I love you.
We already
Hey,
did
Shy.
that.
So we did
We
it again.
rehearsed it.
So, nothing is possible without belief, Robert.
It's true. Hey, Deborah.
I do say this.
Thanks
Hey,
thanks
Deborah.
for check. Deborah checked in on us today to make sure we weren't near the.
I know, she
shooting
tagged us.
incident.
She tagged us. And then that was what you were watching for most of the day. Hey,
well,
David.
listening to.
Well, she had the live video going. So,
I was
we're-
listening to the police scanner.
Yeah, we've been in attacking work all day. But because we're working on something we believe in. So, belief. First of all, you can achieve anything you believe. Belief, most importantly, you need to believe in yourself. That is number one. Number two, if you have products or services that you sell, market, represent, you need to believe in them. If indeed you're part of an industry, so lots of different industries, hey Sari, in the world we live in. And for instance, if I don't believe in...
And we're glad to be here, Deborah. And we haven't been here.
And we're happy to see
couple
you.
Days.
So if the industry that you're in, okay, and the business model of it, you need to believe in that. You also need to believe in the company you're working for, whether it is your own company or someone else's. So without the belief in yourself, your company...
I never understood that when people worked for companies and they would constantly bash them.
Well, think about it.
Like
Let's think
what,
about a
like-
company that doesn't do good.
Like
What's a company that puts a lot of pollution into the environment?
Well, I mean, if you work for
Well, I'll put it. Wait, I'm
the
going to
coal industry,
The what?
or the coal industry.
Oh no!
Or,
You know what though? But there are good things that come out of it. I'm gonna focus on something good. Okay, besides cannabis. Okay, even though that we are going to get up to that.
I'd like to
So
focus
stay
on that.
tuned.
Hey,
no.
Rich.
There's a reason. Hey, Rich. It's okay. I'll kiss you on Robert's. The thing is it's you're okay with that, right? You okay with that?
No, I just think it's funny because of the other day.
Yeah, I like what he did the other day. So he started a whole new thing when Rich comes on. So if there is something you believe in, whether you are getting, you are creating revenue from it or not, or it's something that you believe in as a non-for-profit and it's something you represent, that's a wonderful thing. Okay, that's something you believe in that you should participate in and spread the word about. But
Right. You should.
like we believe
Well,
in recycling. Wait a second.
but-
So we believe in recycling. Okay, there are a lot of people that do not recycle. Right, and our planet, we can see the effects of people not recycling.
Right.
Right.
You need to recycle.
So let's say you work for a company that doesn't care about recycling. And it's something that really, really matters to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a disconnect. That's something that is is this the kind of company you want to work for? Right?
Or a company that's maybe just in general not philanthropic.
That's correct.
But then what if because a lot of companies will do good and they'll give back. What if you work for a company that's, maybe giving to, something that you don't necessarily agree with? Then what do? You put your job in jeopardy?
Well, for instance, think about the Publix thing, which is connected to cannabis, right? When we learned about Publix, and that the CEO, the owner, the COO, whatever, she was against marijuana, right? So she donated money to something anti-marijuana.
That's correct.
Right?
Yeah, to the tune of almost $1 million.
Right. So that's something that would.
Hey, David.
Thanks, Rich. It's pretty much the same. But thank you. Usually, actually, Rob's
Hey,
camera is
Steven.
a lot cleaner than mine, and his camera's better and his phone's better. But that's okay.
Correct.
So, if So if you don't believe in, like, right, weren't there certain things like Chick-fil-A or with Hobby Lobby, something against gay rights?
Right. Chick-fil-A was anti-LGBTQ, I believe. And Hobby Lobby is known like to not carry Hanukkah decorations.
Okay. So anyway, so if
So there are
those are things that don't...
Could, you know, well, I don't know if that's been substantiated or not. But.
So the thing is I think it should start a new trend. Thank you, Robert, for Rich.
I can give you the
R&R.
sign.
Hey, Angus and Stephen. So this is the thing, okay? So belief. So being in the workplace, okay, is you have to play in the sandbox. And you have to say, okay,
But I would have to like
values should come into play. There has to be something where that comes into play. Or do you overlook it? But when you are in your own business, okay, and I guess...
I would think today, like you do your research, right? I mean, if you're checking the classifieds for a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see a job that's listed by IBM,
Mm-hmm.
I would
It's a
think
reputable
that you would
business.
take out the encyclopedia,
You're really...
And
you,
look
you
up-
went from classifieds to encyclopedia. Boy, you've dated yourself.
IBM, and say, gee, IBM, International Business Machines, computers, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right? You learn a little bit about the company.
Oh, yes.
The CEO loves to hunt,
Hey, Susanna, look.
game animals.
Susanna's here. Hey.
Oh, hey, Susanna.
So that's a blast from our past, everybody.
Yes,
Susanna's
from the
our
wedding world.
Wedding world, right? Because we know most of the people that come on. We know most of you personally, and that's a lot of people. So belief. So the thing is that you need, again, I can't say this enough. When you believe, you need first and foremost to believe in yourself. It's belief is invisible, okay? But it is in your mind, which nobody can see but you. Hey, Shari. And it's in your heart, which is also invisible. So when something is in your mind and your heart, that's where the magic happens and where the success happens. Because if you really want something, you have to believe in it off the charts before it could really come into play and into fruition and actually shape itself into something that you want it to look like. So with us, okay, we're all in when it comes to the plant called cannabis. And the thing is there is so much misunderstanding about this plant that most people just think of it as it gets you high. End of story, done. That's what marijuana is. I want to do nothing with it. Or, okay, that's it. But it's not. But that's not it, okay? Because our belief has grown stronger because of the stories we've heard, of the people we've worked with.
Right.
So you need...
And of the lack of, at least in our circles, and we're pretty out there. We haven't, even though I, met with the
Hi, Michael.
incredible hey Michael, the incredible in your face pushback, right? But I read just about an hour ago in Fairfield, New Jersey.
Yes.
Back in April, I believe,
Yeah.
they had passed an ordinance that is just so egregious and like,
What is
oh
it?
my,
Just
against
it-
cannabis,
Oh,
like,
okay.
but to the point, like they're saying you can't use it in Fairfield, New Jersey.
Medical?
Anything, you can't use it.
Oh.
Like, how are they going to enforce that? And it just, it's just like, it's just that mentality, like to not even approach it logically. It's just
No, but I do
holy
think
cow.
we need to I do believe in resources. I do believe in referencing resources.
Well,
so
I
will tell you something. For instance, at our town planning board meeting, there were these papers that were scotch taped to the wall. The four papers. It was 4 pages of a report.
But you know what? That report reminds me, right, of when we started the the modern day push to get the skate park in town, right? Because the push to get a skate park in town began in the 80s, I believe, right? With Bob Vidal,
yes,
right?
in Livingston.
In Livingston. And
He wanted a park for a long time.
And what happened was, and we felt some of this in the modern day when we did this 12 years ago, right? Came across that newspaper clipping that you had.
Oh, should I go get it?
No.
Oh, it's upstairs. It's in Alex's room.
And some of the pushback,
What was it?
right?
Remind everyone.
On like we don't want a skate park in our town, was because of how.
Oh no! It would attract the riffraff.
It would attract the wrong kind of people.
Culturally,
right?
same thing with cannabis.
Yeah.
You're right.
It would bring
Bringing
people
the wrong
from
kind of
Livingston, not
people.
from Livingston into Livingston.
Right.
How are we going to now keep them out?
Right.
You know.
Right.
And it was
We
really eye opening.
and we did it, and it's so interesting.
But it wasn't that wasn't like people were vocal about.
But wait
that.
a second,
People
there were other
did
things
say
that happened because the thing is the kids. So there was a reason because there were so many skateboarders that were all over
Right,
town
they were
in the
skating
parking lot,
all over town center,
It was
and all of this.
unsafe. It was
Right.
it was actually
So
a
getting
grievance.
back to the report,
Yeah.
right? People said, okay, if we have a skate park, right? People now, what about all the injuries that are going to be generated in the skate park, right? And this became an argument. So we did our research.
And all the other towns that had them.
And we found out
There are less
that
injuries.
There's less injuries by having a skate park because they're doing it the right way. They're more apt to wear protective gear. There are other people around that if something should happen, there's someone there to call for help. Okay? Depending on where you put it in town will depend on what kind of element it brings in.
And who you're working with to make it happen.
Because this is such an incredible parallel. Because what the town said was, well, we should put it on the outskirts, right? Let's put it away, and then if, draws the wrong crowd, they'll be away from everyone else. But the logical thing was, don't put it in the that's when you'll have the problems. Bring it right, boom, in the center of town, right? And the decision was made. Let's put it right next to the police station, in between the police station, town hall, and the YMCA, right in the center of the municipal center.
And we did this mindfully.
Right in the municipal center of the township, right? I haven't checked in with the police department about this lately, but I would have to imagine that skateboarding incidents in town are way down. She's a multiple sneezer, so we got a few of these coming. Usually 5 or 6. How many was that? 5?
I've been trying to hold it in lately. When I go live, that was
the top of your head will blow off.
That was unavoidable. Actually, sneezing is a toughie to hold back.
Yes. So I think the incidents of damage to the township, of injuries and things like that, went down by having a skate park.
And it was also an initiative.
And so
also.
here was the thing that most of the people were against it. Now, if you were to ask, in retrospect, did we make the right move? Damn right we made the right move. We probably saved some lives.
I love that.
We probably saved some lives.
For my gesundheits and bless yous. Thank you. That was a good one, Ricky. Like a gesund. Thank you.
He snuck in. I didn't see him.
Yeah, I saw Ricky snuck in. And Ricky's not a sneaker-inner, actually. He's front and center out loud.
Yeah.
So, regarding this cannabis thing, okay, because I just want you to all know that there is so much gray area. I mean, talk about 50 Shades of Gray. There are 50 Shades of Gray. I'm not talking about sex. I'm really talking about the cannabis plant.
50 Shades of Green.
50 Shades of Green. Huh. I like that. I hope that's not taken because I think that should be our book.
Okay.
So, and some people maybe think about money. And there is some money in cannabis. But the thing is, it's not about greed. this is about helping people when it comes, Ricky, downtown New York City, I see kids every day skating, snowboarding, etc. 2 weeks later, I'll see one of the same kids in a cast.
Yeah, because they're not doing it safely.
Well, when it's not in a contained area, park, okay, even if it's in open land area, open space. But the thing is, and also rules. We also.
Well, we designed the skate park in such a way that to maximize safety and avoid injury, right? Just the way planning for legal cannabis.
So Monday night is going to be a town council meeting, and I encourage anyone who's in the local area to come and to give voice to what they believe in. This is that topic. Let's stay on topic, okay? So the thing is I said it before. You got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your products or services. You got to believe in your company. You got to believe in your industry. And it has to be off the charts belief in order to get anything accomplished. So.
And you can. It's not unachievable.
No, I just said it is. But the thing is you just
most people think, it'll never, do it.
No, because they're not speaking up.
Right, and
people need to speak up.
But you have to, with your belief and your plea, right? It has to be reasonable.
Your ask,
right?
Your ask, not plea.
Your ask.
Your ask.
Right. Your ask.
Well, no, it has to be reasonable. Meaning, if you're going to make a decision that affects and impacts an entire community, then you really do need to have both sides considered. So the thing is what we have experienced regarding this, and everything starts local. It goes from local to state to national to global. That's how it starts, right? So when you start in your own backyard, which is really a very important part of community, and we've always been involved from the skate park to the drug testing. We showed up. Our kids were out of the school system in Livingston.
People say, why are you here? Like, why are we here? We care about the community.
We're involved.
We're here.
Community members, and we do care. And we care, and the thing is people know who Holly and Robert are because we do stand up for what we believe in. And you know what? Challenge us. We're okay being challenged. But the thing is you got to do it fairly. Right. So if you're going to have a conversation about something that's as controversial as cannabis, all C words, you need to have your facts.
And is this
is with anything.
New to this area. This is unlike anything that we have yet to experience, right? So to be reactionary, right? In this act, right? There is no justification, in my opinion, to rush into this decision, which is exactly what's happening. Okay.
Well, the thing is
which is making a blanket, choice here. Now, if you want to, let's make it black and white, okay? And everything that we've seen so
this
far,
also and I'm going to tell you, this is also part politics.
Yeah, but there's also been. Everybody who has come out, right, and voiced their opinion have all been against this ordinance being passed, okay? They're not in favor of the ordinance. No one has come forward, okay, that we are aware of, certainly when we were present.
Well, those people need to, if they do exist, they do exist. I want to hear it.
Let's not do it in a situation where we're going to need to make that decision right then and there.
Oh, wait a second. It's also...
have... If
but
the
who did
town
this report?
council...
I want to know who did this report.
Okay, listen, I know...
No one even knows there's a report.
Councilman Vieira was on this before. I know council members watch this, okay? But the request here...
Just wait.
Is just let's have...
And let's have to talk.
If the council is confident that the right move, and we believe that this is their position... Correct me if I'm wrong, that they are going to ban this, right?
Why does this have to be done before 2020?
That's what I don't That's what I don't know. If there are current businesses that are seeking to get approval, let's hear about it, okay? But more importantly, if the council is confident in this decision, then they should be confident enough to have a real town-wide discussion. Not let's not publicize this, or let's just do the minimal, notification
Call a
in the
forum in
paper.
person and
Call
online.
a forum
And online.
at the community center. Have some experts on hand.
To answer questions.
Have a discussion. Start with a discussion, okay? And answer questions and allay the fears. Let me tell you, there's a lot of people that are keeping quiet about this because they're afraid. They're afraid to speak up. They're afraid to ask the questions because they don't want to get in trouble.
Right.
What if now?
And what about the company they work for?
Right.
Maybe even the company they work
so
for.
this is something that needs to be discussed. And again, I'll say it again.
Fairly.
If you guys come out and make a ban on this sends the wrong message, especially from the medical side of this. To keep this medicine away from the citizens of Livingston. And if you don't think that people are going to consider those decisions when choosing where they live, it's not all about the school system,
well, it's
folks.
a bit. Listen,
not all about the school system.
The school system's important, but I got to tell you,
but it's not all.
No?
See, Livingston, unfortunately, makes it all about the school
That's
system.
right.
They think it's going to be the magic that's going to propel their children into superstardom.
No. The school system matters, Robert. I'm really proud of us.
I am
for
proud,
living in this town.
but it's not all that Livingston's about.
Well, no, first of all,
That's not
but don't you want a
everything.
town that is a destination, okay, for everything? And the thing is that when you have an aging population, which we have here, it's everywhere. There's aging going on everywhere. We're aging, they're aging, okay? Okay, we had people who came to our last kind of pop-up saying, I'm here for my grandmother. I mean, come on. There are people that care about their families, and they certainly care about their parents and their grandparents.
Hey, Michael.
That's who we are. So, honestly, we need to have everything that you possibly can have, okay, in this town that's going to serve its residents in every way. So the thing is, there's opportunities, okay? And you know what?
Do you think that there would be and I know you hate when I bring up this parallel
Go
because
ahead.
we're talking about medicine and we're talking about recreation.
Go ahead.
Right? But unfortunately,
I don't hate it.
cannabis is drawing a lot of parallels to, addiction and
Yep.
and excess.
Yes.
Do you think
And a lot of other negatives.
Do you think that the residents of Livingston, how do you think they would react if the township felt that, you know what? People in Livingston are drinking too much wine.
Yeah,
They're just drinking too much
wine's
wine.
legal.
I'm just saying that.
Oh.
So is cannabis. And it will be. It's going on the ballot. It's going to be voted in. Okay?
So go ahead about the
And then
wine.
it's legal.
Go about.
Do you think the people in Livingston, what if
Hi,
they said,
Alice.
we're not selling wine or serving wine, and you can't bring wine to a restaurant or alcohol to a restaurant in Livingston?
I think that, first of all,
Do you think people
I don't think
would
you
be-
could do that, but
Well, but cannabis is legal. Fairfield.
not medical.
Medical. So as a medical patient, I can't live in Fairfield, New Jersey, because they have outlawed the use of cannabis.
Yeah, but not in your own
Within-
home. No one can stop
Oh,
you.
that's not according to the ordinance.
Hey,
I read
Craig.
it. I read the ordinance, not according to that ordinance.
Wow.
So what's to say that Livingston won't
How can they do
take
that?
that next
How
step
could
and say,
if you're in your
"You
own
don't
house,
want it at all"?
wait, if medical marijuana, but it wouldn't hold up in the court of law if you're in your own house with medical marijuana. 'cause
it
it's
won't
legal
prevent
in
them
the
from
States.
coming and arresting you?
Why? Because of the ordinance in the town.
Correct. Well, you can guess
Hey,
that
Pat.
I'm going to cross
Pat,
off
Pat, you
Fairfield,
need to,
New Jersey.
Pat, you need to be at Monday night's meeting, the town council meeting in Livingston, right?
Yeah,
As does Len Luciano, right?
yeah.
Is that the right name? I said the right name.
So really, I'm not.
But do you know what, Robert?
I'm just disappointed. I'm really disappointed because this is the belief. I mean, what are they? We're
But
bringing
again,
the
listen,
real,
when you
the real
believe
deal,
in
the
something,
proof.
you need to write in to your elected officials. Well, our town council are our elected officials who we trust will be, not only behave but will serve the community as the community asks. And
I
there's
was
a
always,
lot
I
of
was
things.
always under the impression that your elected officials serve the constituents
Hey, Pat.
who put them there.
Pat and
Right?
Pat reporter, Pat
That
Siegel.
was my impression that your elected officials
Yes.
are there to serve the people who elect them.
Right.
and to
listen.
listen to what they're asking.
Right.
And if we have
So again, is
nobody,
that about belief?
I don't know.
I want
I
you
don't
to-
know how in good conscience our town council, given what we've presented and what has been presented and what has been expressed at these meetings,
I don't understand what Monday
could
night
in good conscience
vote
yes on this and not vote to pull this and say we're not going to vote now. We're going to create a new ordinance that makes sense after a townwide discussion, a real discussion. Not let's hide it in the legalese
So
of the
listen,
newspaper.
did you know what I love, Robert?
What are they afraid of? Are
You-
they afraid that people are in favor of cannabis?
Okay, so listen.
I don't know.
Belief, okay? When you believe in something, you need to follow
And I hate
through with
getting
that.
worked up about this. I hate getting worked up
But
about
we wrote a letter
this.
to the editor.
Okay.
Did we not? We both individually. Aha. I just got to be Ricky in capital letters. Elected officials.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, well, it's a problem. And I think that,
It's
how
a
do
problem.
things change? Unless,
And
listen,
most people don't. Most people are
You
just
don't.
going to stay quiet and let
On the
them make their
sidelines.
decisions.
Most people.
Because 5 people show up at the council meetings.
But you have
You
to
know?
advocate for what you like, what you care about. Hey, Karen, you have to advocate. So you need to write in either one, you got to show up at meetings and give voice, not just sit there as a bystander. You need to be an upstander. You need to, when you believe in something, you need to write into your local papers.
Make some noise.
Make some noise.
Make some noise.
You need to write emails to your, so you have something, 10 a.m. Friday. And yes, so Deborah brings up epilepsy awareness. She is an epilepsy patient, and she's been epilepsy free, right, for a very long time.
Yes.
Thank goodness. Healing prayers and hugs that's continued. And Deborah and our friend, who we've not met yet in person, believes in the nutrition we believe in. She believes in the cannabis.
And there is nobody on the planet, okay, that if you have someone you love and care about that needs something, you're going to make sure they get it. Okay?
Well, it becomes personal.
Becomes personal, right? And until you're faced sometimes with something that means something to you, right? You don't care. You just stay on the sidelines, all right? But, there are so many proverbs and sayings, right, about how, you stay on the sidelines until you need someone, right? But then what if there's nobody left to fight for you, right? When the time comes, because all those people are gone because you didn't fight for them. Then what happens when they come for you?
It's just a
Right?
decision.
So-
it's a decision, it's a choice. Like I said, belief is invisible. It's in the mind, it's in the heart, and it is you are in charge of your legacy. And every single day you have to create those thoughts to figure out what is it that you want to accomplish. And belief is a very vital component. Because once you do believe, okay, that you can accomplish said something, it is possible. So with that, stand up for what you believe in, but you also have to believe in yourself. Because that's very often where it all just stops.
And if again, I mean, to me, it's common sense. But if you don't do something, right, then you can't complain,
No, you can't.
right?
People
Because, right, like the whole thing, right, you can't complain about who's in office if you didn't vote. If you voted and your person didn't get in, sure, you can bitch and moan. But if you didn't vote and your person didn't get in, you don't have a right to complain. I'm sorry.
So, well, that's according to you, and people would not necessarily agree with
This
that.
is all my opinion.
Right. So Deborah says choices and consequences. I want to focus on belief. And I believe that everybody has the power from within to be their best selves, to do better, to be better, to feel better, to look better, to...
And sometimes you can't accomplish this alone. You can't accomplish some things alone.
But you do know what not believing, and I don't like to focus on anything negative, everyone. You know that, okay? When you don't believe in something, okay, it is so easy to go downhill.
You gotta have a North Star. You have to have something that you're something that you're
What's your
pointing
purpose?
in your direction, you know? In your direction.
See, and it's so funny. So now Ricky agrees with you, and I don't even remember what you just.
He agrees with
What you said. No, I know what you just said. Then with
Right, but you
that
can't
if you don't
complain,
speak up,
yeah.
but if you that you have no right to complain. So listen, we got lots of complainers out there, but the thing is, you got to back it up. That's all. Just back it up. I mean, I have evidence. I mean, I have link after link after link that challenges the report the planning board came out with. The thing that bothers me the most is that document was not published for everybody to see. It was only for the people, very few people that came to the meeting.
This is something that needs to happen in the light of day.
Oh, and
this is not something that
we
should
paid
be
for that
happening
report.
on the cover.
And
That's right, we paid for that.
As taxpayers, we paid for a report that we didn't even know our money's going towards, right? And they do this report, which is factual. Most of it is incorrect. So,
and there are people that would give a limb, right, to have the
power to
the
vote.
right, the
And
power to
believe.
vote.
Right.
And we see huge, under attended turnout, right, for votes, and I don't quite understand. They say the 2020 election is going to be the largest turnout for
Because of the
votes
cannabis.
ever.
Because of the
Not
cannabis?
cannabis, just
and
because of the
also
current
because
state of politics.
the candidates as well.
Yeah, people have never been so engaged
So what do you believe
in
in?
politics.
What do you believe in? So whatever you believe in, and I want to know what you believe in right now, as we are sharing this with you, okay? And we lay it all out there. Put it in the comments. Tell us, what are your questions? What are your concerns? What do you want to know more about? What do you believe in that you believe needs more voice to? Because perhaps we could get behind that as well and talk about it and raise awareness and visibility about those things. Because we really care about what you care about too. We talk about life and love and friendship and family and the day-to-day matters that happen. It's called lifestyle. It's called legacy. It's called... it's about everything. It's about experience. It's about dreams and wishes. And Facebook is all of that, right? Because we see all of it. We see bits of it through live videos like this. We see bits of it through posts. I want to maintain my positivity, my optimism, my motivation, and my inspiration. I want to continue to do that. No one is going to drag me down, ever. Because I believe, I love myself. I love this man too. But I love myself first and foremost. And not only that, I believe in myself. So even when I feel down, and I do, okay, I do. I have blood running through my veins. I do. But you know something? And I'm sensitive too, right?
And she's soft.
But I'm really sensitive, okay? I really am. But the thing is I am strong.
In all the right
and I
places.
am confident. Curvy?
I said curvy in all
I
the
like
right
curvy,
places.
another C word. I am curvy. All I want you to know is that I am confident and I am strong. And that, I think, that belief allows me to show up that others, so to know it's possible, okay? Because if I can do it, so can you. And you.
Not me.
And you. The love of my life.
Are we done?
We're done. Have an amazing rest of the day. I am going to give a big apology. We have not come on in 2 days. I don't like that. Put your comments below. Let us know what you believe in, what you care about, and what you want to give voice to. Okay? Your
So
heart
there.
and your mind. I don't want it to be invisible. Make it seen. Bye, everyone.